Welcome back, grade 7s, to lesson 5, adding integers but with a number line. Now, before I get into the lesson, let me ask you, hit that subscribe button below. That way you can see when I post the next lesson. It'll be way easier. Now, let's get started. So when you were first learning how to add, believe it or not, you would have actually also used a number line. So I'm going to bring you back to your primary days. I'm going to ask you, try to remember that 4 plus 2 equals 6. I know it's tough, but I got you here. Now I want you to take a look on the number line and see how do we show on a number line that 4 plus 2 really does equal 6. So if I take the first digit 4, I'm going to show that on the number line. So I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to go forward until I land on the 4. So far, so good. Now we're going to add 2 to 4. So we're going to continue wherever the 4 left off, and then you add 2 more units to that, and that's how you get 6. So on the number line, again, we'd show the 4 first, and then you'd show the 2, and that's how you get 6. Now, let's go on, and let's try something a little bit more challenging here. Now, we're grade 7s, it's an integer unit, so let's give you an integer number sentence. We're going to take -2, and we're going to add +3. So I have a number line here. I'm going to ask you pause the video here and see if you can use that same concept and see if you can tell me what that answer is. So pause the video and try it out. All right, I'm back. You ready to do this one with me? Okay, so again, we got to remember, just like we did on the first example, we're first going to model -2 on the number line. So again, we're going to start off at the 0. We always start at 0. And in this time, we're going to go this way. And so far, we're at -2 because that's what it's asked us to do. But the second number wants us to do a +3. To do a +3, we have to jump over onto the positive side of our number lines. We've got to head that way. And I'm going to head to the right 3 units. But I'm going to start from where I left off here on that -2. All right, do this carefully. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. This is where I finished off. And if you take a look, I finished off on the answer of +1. So -2 plus +3 equals +1. If I show you an example here, this is how it would look like in our textbooks. Looks a little bit nicer here, but you get the idea from mine. Okay, let's go on to another example here. I have -2 plus -3. So now I'm adding 2 negative integers. When I'm doing that, I'm going to stay on the negative side of my number line, and I'm going to stay there because both numbers are negative. I'm adding them together. So let's start off. We're going to model that -2 first. So like we did before, we're going to start at the 0. Okay, and we're going to go here, and this is my -2 part. All right, now I've got to do my -3. So I'm going to start where I left off on my -2, and I'm going to go full. I'm going to keep adding another -3. So that's what we're doing. We're adding another -3. So start here. 1, 2, 3. And this is my -3. And if you take a look, where did we finish? We finished on the -5. So -2 take away -3 equals -5. Okay? If I take a look, this is how it looks like in our math textbooks here. Same idea, we both got -5. Okay, now here's a good website for you to practice if you want to hit online and practice some more adding of integers on a number line. This is from mathies.ca. It's a great site. I would advise you using that one if you want to practice. But I have another big example down here. Let's do one more together before we get into our challenging word problem, because my class knows I love word problems. All right, let's try and let's start off with a bigger number here. We're going to take a negative 10 and let's add, oh, I don't know. Let's add a positive 8. All right, and let's see what we get with that one. So again, we're going to start off, we're going to model the first digits here, which is a negative 10. So we're going to start off with my 0, and we're going to go into negative territory because that's a negative number. So I'm going to go here all the way this way. All right, and this is my negative 10. Now, I have to add a positive 8. I'm adding a positive number, which means I'm heading upwards I'm trying to get into the positive territory because it's a positive number. So now I'm going to go this way, 8 units. But again, I've got to start here at my negative 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I finished off right over here, and this is my 8. And if you take a look on a number line, we know that this is negative 2. Okay? So if I put down here, negative 10 plus positive 8 equals negative 2. And that's how we show it on the number line. Now, let's go and let's try this one a little bit more complicated, but on a word problem. So I'm going to go through the word problem. I want you to pause the video again, and I want you to show this whole thing for me on a number line. That's the key. You have to solve it, but you have to show it to me on a number line. So we have Sandra and Joe. They buy and sell CDs at a flea market. And in August, they bought 14 CDs for $5 each. And then afterwards, they sold 6 of those CDs for $9. The first question I'm asking you is, did Sandra and Joe make money or did they lose money in August? And then afterwards, I want you to tell me how much money did they make or lose. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, try it out. I got the answer, which I'll show you right now. All right, here's the answer. All right, so we know that Sandra and Joe first would have bought 14 CDs for $5 each, okay? So that's their expenses. So think of it like a business. So 14 times 5 is $70. They would have had to spend $70 getting all those CDs. The second part of this word problem is they have to figure out how much of that money did they have back, and we call that income. You take your 6 times your 9, and you would have gotten your 54, okay? Now we can tell here that they spent 70, but they really earned back 54. You and I both know they actually lost money, okay? We just have to do the math, and we have to find out how much money they did. So in order to figure out how much money, you take your 70 and you would subtract your 54, okay? And you would get 16, okay? So that's how much money they lost. But the question is, how do I show that on a number line? And this is how we do it. So I have a number line here. It's a little bit different than the other number line that we have first, but we first show the 70. So the 70 is going to show as a negative number because that's my expenses. I've had to dole that out. So I'm going to go all the way over to my negative 70. Now, I have earned $54 back, so that's good. You're giving me money. So now this is how much money I earned. I'm going to go forward 54, and I'm going to end up on my negative 16. So in this case, this shows that Sandra and Joe have lost $16, and that's exactly what's happened here. Okay? So that's how you do integers on a number line. Remember, take it step by step. Watch the video again if you need to. And remember, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care and have a great time doing math.